Hi, everyone. This is the July 2026 Epiphanies call, and I'm joined by Hannah here in San Diego. Woohoo!
Oh,
I don't know why I said here because I'm in Pensacola.
that's right.
Makes no sense to me. I'm still waking up from a nap, so maybe that's what it is. Welcome, welcome. We're so happy that you're watching our video. I do want to make a quick announcement. Danny wasn't able to make it today. She just had some other plans that she had to take care of. But the announcement is Hannah has agreed and happily said yes to be another co-chair for the Epiphanies videos. So we have three co-chairs. It'll be three of us for the three-woman team here to provide monthly epiphany calls. Not sure what they're going to look like. We're just going to just do them. So it could be either just one of us, two of us, or all three of us bantering on about epiphanies. So stay tuned. The more we figure if we had more co-hosts, more um, us leading the call, maybe more of you all would join us. That would be wonderful if you did with your epiphany stories. Right? Right, Hannah?
Yes, yes.
The more the merrier, because
Exactly.
epiphanies are, the natural part of life. We all have them. They happen to us, throughout the day, all through our lives, and we want to, I guess, provide more recognition that we have these um, aha moments. So I'm going to read from this document because epiphanies are huge. There's so many words that I could use to explain epiphanies, but I like what I wrote. It kind of encompasses everything. And I'm still missing stuff when I talk about epiphanies. But epiphanies are these magical and mystical moments. They're unexplained happenings, out of ordinary experiences that show that universe has your back. And we're always being supported by the divine. It's insights, revelations, ahas that come to you maybe in a voice, a vision, a dream, or anything that's real time. Music, friends, someone says something to you that really resonates. Um, Things that keep weighing you down in your mind could be an epiphany. So they're just guiding you in any way, every way possible. It's infinite ways of having epiphanies. I just don't want to put a barrier around them because it's epiphanies are infinite. We always have them. They're just there for us to help us out. And what we do with this call and what Patricia's intention is to share these epiphanies so we could share them. And when people share more and more and we experience them more and more, we'll have the universe help us more and more in our lives. So, did I capture that pretty well, Hannah? Do you want to add
Yeah.
anything?
No, that sounds amazing. Wonderfully explained. Thank you.
Good. So I'm just going to go right into it and share I had a hard time coming up with an epiphany. And right before the call, I came up with one. And it happened just recently. And I just moved to Pensacola because I left all my furniture in San Diego. So I only have a bed. I bought some chairs here and there. So I have a place to sit, which is nice. Having a bed is the best thing. If you ever have to get rid of your furniture, keep your bed. um, so I've gone to a lot of stores, but this store for some reason resonates with me. It's a family-owned store, and I go in and for the first time and I shop around and I find the bedroom suite that I so that's it. You know when you know, that was it. So I had Shirley, who was the person that helped me. She's probably in her 70s. Oh, she's just adorable. Absolutely adorable. And we're yammering on about stuff and life and furniture. So I pick out the bedroom furniture and I go to look at living room furniture and I think I like this love seat and chair. And I said, I can't make any decisions right now. I'm going to go home and do some measurements. So 2 weeks worth of measurements and decided if this is going to work for me. I decided that the bedroom furniture was perfect. But I told her, I said, I can't do that love seat that I picked out. May I walk around more? She goes, absolutely. So I walk around and the sky's open and I see the couch. And I actually saw the chair the first visit, but that chair is always in the back of my mind. I'm like, I want that chair. I'm just not sure how it's going to work because it's eccentric, of course. So, but I found the love seat and I kept looking at it and looking at it, and I'm like, I don't think it's gonna match. And Shirley says, it's gonna match. And I'm like, I don't think it's gonna match. And she's like, it's gonna match. So she just leaves so I can look at this sofa. So, um, long story short, I got the cushion from the other chair and put it on the sofa. And then in the meantime, there's a couple and the owner and Shirley just yammering on about life right by the sofa. And I'm talking to them and looking at the sofa and deciding if this is going to work or not. And then eventually the conversation breaks up and the owner comes around and stands there. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm like, there's got to be a way for me. I don't want to buy this sofa, have it delivered to my place and have it not match because that's just too much work. That's silly. So I'm thinking about how can I get a sample of this and get it to my home just so I can confirm that it's going to match. And so I'm looking, I mean, I'm here for a half hour. I'm standing here looking for a while. And Shirley said, "Oh, the cushion to the chair works perfectly with the sofa." And I'm like, "I know, but I don't think it's going to match before." She's saying it's going to match. And then the owner says, "You know what I can do for you is I could take the back of this chair of the sofa and give it to you, and you could take it home to see if it matches your floor." I went, "Huh? What'd you say?" Because I couldn't believe what he said. And he says it slower, and it was classic. I cannot repeat it, but he said it like a computer and slow. I can take this off for you. And it was hilarious. Had to have been there, but he did. He literally took it off and just gave it to me. He says, "I don't think you're going to steal this." And I'm like, "No." And I said, "Well, can Shirley come with me?" And they said, "Oh, no, we have an appointment." And he goes, "Well, I have a guy in the back. He'll be glad to help you." So the guy in the back, super young kid, we both go home and it matches perfectly. I couldn't tell. I mean, we were going all over the condo. He goes, "Wow, I like this condo. Can I check it out?" I was like, "Yeah, go check it out." And in the meantime, we're taking this back chair all over the house. I keep calling it a condo, all over the house. And it matches perfectly. And I'm like, Shirley's going to tell me how much she knew that was going to match perfectly. So yeah, that's my epiphany. But he like heard my thoughts. I'm like, whoa. He even not only is the couch there, he heard my thoughts. It was really cute. You had to been there. And just the way, just the it was just the everything about that experience is heavenly. Because before that, the owner's like in his 40s and he's married. I think he's recently married. I'm not sure about that part. But he had his daughter while he was in his 40s, and she's like 18 months old. And his daughter is so enamored with him. It is just so beautiful. So I was watching them and wishing I could take part of this couch home with me to see if it would match. And then he says what he says. In the meantime, Shirley's saying that it's going to match perfectly. It was just you had to been there to look at the movement of the conversation and how everything fell together. And even the guy that helped me at home was just adorable. It was just great. It was this epiphany of him helping me, reading my mind, and just a lovely exchange of things that happened to make it an enjoying moment that I could share with you all.
Oh,
For
I
today.
love that. That's so fun.
Yeah, and right before the call, he just called and said the furniture's here, so we'll figure out a time to deliver. So I'm excited. So
That's so great. I love
yeah.
that.
So epiphanies are like that. They're usually joyful. Sometimes they're like, wow, what a learning moment. It could be
Mhm.
upsetting, but in a good way. But yeah, I think we're here on earth to be happy, to have heaven on earth. And that's what epiphanies are about, to try to live your life as being here, heaven on earth. So anyway.
Oh, I love that. Oh, Michelle, that like resonated so much in my heart when you said that, just creating your heaven on earth. Because I totally agree with you, and just finding like the joys in life and just being grateful for why we are here and for the time that we are here. So thank you. That's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. That's your turn.
Oh, well, I just wanted to start off by saying thank you, and I'm just very grateful for this space and community that has been created and that you're creating, and just very safe space to share these stories. Because I know from my own personal experience, it is hard to sometimes speak about these things in front of other people. So I just really appreciate the safe space that we've created to be able to like share these stories. And I think it's important to share that, we're having these experiences and other people having experiences. And once we really start to see these little things happening in our lives, it's hard not to notice it even more. So that's been really cool to see. But recently, I've just been going through the ebbs and flows of life. I just celebrated a birthday recently. Actually, Michelle and I, we share a birthday. We are our soul sisters. But I was just kind of going through the ebbs and flows of life, and I like to refer to it as surfing the waves of life, and just acknowledging all of the ups and downs and the highs and lows that come with it. And this birthday, I just wasn't feeling excited about celebrating. And I was just kind of tuning into, my life and just the feeling of how I don't want it to pass me by, and just feeling into those shadow thoughts that were coming in and acknowledging them and loving them. And when I was tuning into those, I all of a sudden just had these memories just flood into my head, and all of these amazing experiences that I've had through life. And one of them that stood out was going to Hawaii and living on the Big Island for a little while I was in college. I was studying marine biology there. And ever since I left, it's just been this missing piece in my heart. My heart has, I feel, been wanting to go back to the island, and it's something that I've been promising myself. So something just told me, live your life. The time is now. If you're able to do it, do it. And so everything just aligned. The means just came into play. And literally, like a few days later, I had booked my ticket. And so I
Wow.
took myself to Hawaii. And yeah, and that was just an epiphany in itself, just really just living in the present moment, and just doing it. Like if you want to take the trip that you've been waiting to take, just do it, because we just don't know how much time we have here. And I think that's just something that I was honoring for myself of the years that I have been here on earth and how lucky and blessed I am to be chosen to be here on this planet, this time and now, and just to really embrace the spirit of aloha, which is really just living your life to the fullest, to with joy and so much gratitude, regardless of where we are on that ebb and flow of life. So that was just a miracle for me that I would love to share with everyone. And just, allowing yourself to be celebrated. And we don't have to wait to receive gifts. We can gift ourselves. And I think that's really important is just to remember that and tune into the love that we have within us that is always there. And just to give ourselves a big hug and celebrate us and, just tell ourselves that we're doing a great job no matter what. So thank you for letting me share. Yeah.
And you picked a perfect picture for your story. It's awesome.
Yeah, I had to bring the islands with me. I felt like when I was leaving, I was telling Michelle before that I got a little emotional leaving because I felt like, oh wow, this is goodbye. Like, thank you for all the memories to the island. And I felt like she spoke back to me and she said, this isn't goodbye. Like, the island is coming with you. Like, you are taking the aloha back with you. So I've just been trying to like just embrace that spirit and just really embracing being in the present and stopping and smelling the flowers and the roses that are along the path and just taking those moments just to tune in, pause, be in the present, and give thanks for just everything that's all around us. Yeah.
That's awesome. I had to chill a couple of times when you were speaking. Um, I think you exemplify um, living gratefully, living
Mm-hmm.
in heart-centered gratitude, because we've been pushed to do so much so fast within a day, like have your
Mm-hmm.
schedule jam-packed, and but I think we're finally recognizing that it's okay to slow down and
Yes.
enjoy and have gratitude for where we're at and what we have and who we are and just being blessed by it. And I think your story shares that, all of that.
Thank you so much. It's definitely a practice and it's become a daily practice of mine, just going to my heart center and breathing and um just even when those shadow thoughts come and just acknowledging what comes up and just sitting there with it. And when I go to my heart center and feel that gratitude and love for all of who I am, I feel like it just really does start to neutralize and it is a practice. So it's just something that I've just incorporated daily and do try to do throughout the day whenever I can or whenever I feel like those things are coming up. And I just find it so helpful. Yeah.
I know it has helped. It's kind of, it has changed, not kind of. I was going to say that word. It has changed my life to
Mhm.
find a way to find a practice and have gratitude in my heart all day and every day. I mean,
Yeah.
that's part of the divine two-step that Patricia talks about. Aligning your mind with the divine all the time and having that feeling of gratitude in your heart all day, every day.
Yes.
And it is a practice. You, she also does um, on her phone different parts of the day where her alarm goes off to where whatever she's doing, she'll stop when it's convenient, within that minute or two, and go into heart center gratitude right there on the spot. And that way
Yes.
you're constantly being reminded and all that kind of stuff. And I just started doing that, I think last week.
Hmm.
And I could feel little changes. Um, I just feel a little bit better, a little bit more grounded. Um, I don't do it exactly then. I may do it 5 minutes later, but I
Hmm.
definitely do 90% of the time. And it's awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
That's awesome.
I agree.
Um, yeah, so we just wanted to share one story each, try to make it a relatively short phone call so you can listen and absorb and carry on with your day. Epiphanies are, we'll post once a month on the first Thursday of the month, but I'll try to do a pre-recording like this, either that day or a couple of days prior. So please, we want you to join us with your epiphanies. It will
Yes.
make a difference, in our community. The more voices we hear and more stories we hear, it just it'll raise our consciousness. I know it will. It has already. At least for me, it has. Um, do you have anything else to add to that before I go into announcements?
I don't have anything here, but I just appreciate the time and space you've held for us today and these calls, and I look forward to what the future brings us. Mhm.
Yes, and thank you for accepting being a co-chair for the Epiphanies group.
Oh,
Danny and
yeah. I'm
I
so
love that. Um,
thank you.
so we're doing the book club for Abundance. We started last Sunday. So it's every Sunday until August 9th. And as I was listening to Hannah share her story, John Randolph Price talks about what Hannah is saying it's like, it's the way Hannah said it. If you need something, and you're reflecting, there's people that go outside for help, but she's saying to go within. And John Randolph Price talks about that, like go within because you have everything within you to help you blossom. And we've done so many books with John Randolph Price. I think this is our fifth one. And his books are game changers to me, life changers. And we just started the abundance book. So please join us. This is coming on Sunday will be our second meeting. But today we start the 40-day prosperity plan where we do his plan with a saying each day. We meditate on it and we journal for whatever comes up for us for that particular um, quote. We would love for you to join us. And the information to join is in the June calendar and the July calendar that I just posted today. Please, I mean, if you want to change your life, it's just four of us right now in the group. I think it'll be worth it. I think you would just be so glad that you joined our group and read his book and get an idea of what we do. Um, anyway, so that's the first announcement. And the second announcement is on the third Thursday of each month, starting last month, Patricia is leading a co-creating Heaven on Earth calls. There's two calls on that Thursday, one at 12, one at 8, 12 noon, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's what you do in your life to create heaven on earth. Whatever tools, whatever practices, whatever you do that you create in your life that creates heaven and earth. And again, the more we hear about what other people are doing in the world to create their own heaven on earth, it creates heaven on earth. So please, please join those calls. You could join both of them. I did last time, and I just shared a different tool that I use. So we want to share as many tools, as many practices as possible that people can start incorporating into their lives or trying it out, all that kind of stuff. So those are my two announcements. And I'm so glad you listened to this call, and we look forward to you joining me and Danny and now Hannah in the next Epiphanies call. So thank you so much, and happy 4th of July, hence my background. All right. All right. Thank you, Hannah.
Bye. Thank you.
All right.